What a wonderful Unpacked event, and we're about to unpack even more. For those who didn't understand some of the technical jargon, that's why we have the experts, Hassan, Michael, and then we have the guys who always talk tech on social media. Desi Ocean, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, if you're not following him on social media, do so right now. I'm waiting for you. Okay, done. Then we have Delpy. Desi Ocean, Delpy. Is that a thing like with the D names?
Twins. We're actually twins.
Non-identical twins.
Oh, wow. So similar in knowledge, but very different in height and complexion. Right, I like that. So we'll be having a conversation with them, and then we'll continue our conversation that we're having with Darlington as well. And, you know, guys, I was blown away by a lot of features, but I'm not going to talk about my enjoyments package in this whole thing that we're unpacking. Darlington, you're an AI expert, and you saw a lot of AI features being announced. Which one of them really, really struck you?
You are putting me on the spot.
On the spot, huh?
Yeah. I mean, the features were very interesting. I think maybe the health one, because I do like healthcare and work in it. But the one where, I think the ring. I actually like the ring, which is integrated with AI, but the ring idea is quite cool. Because the thing about, watches is that it demands a lot, right? Mm-hmm. If you're a watch person, it works. If you're not a watch person, it doesn't. But the ring is very lightweight. Also, the battery is quite good. So the data collected, you could do a lot of stuff with it, leveraging AI. So I thought that was cool.
That was cool. So let me come to you who have probably experienced these things before all of us. They always get the cake and then eat it. So Michael and Hassan, I mean, the ring. How much of this battery, because I saw 7 days. I'm looking at something that's just going to wrap around my finger. You guys managed to fit a battery in there. So I can propose to my future wife with a Galaxy ring, right? Dear future wife, just know that the ring I'm giving you is a smart ring. It's not one of those ones anybody's wearing. It's high tech. We're high tech here. We don't play. So how did you guys manage to put that battery in there? Michael?
At Samsung, innovation is at the heart of everything we do, and research. I know by now there are lots of other companies that have ring devices out there. It took us a while to announce ours, but we have been working on this project for some time now. Our engineers have really been relentless on this one. So yeah, big ups to them.
I mean, TM Rowe was right when he said technology should adapt to you and not the other way around.
Yes.
And I really like that statement. I think it's something I'm going to be using for one of my openers when I'm going to give a speech anywhere. Because really, it's very difficult having to have your mother or your father adapt to technology. We can also, that's why we have Delpy and Desi, who constantly have to be educating people on what the technology can do. So Delpy, I'm coming to you. You saw all these devices being announced, and I'm sure by now you're thinking about all the new content you're going to do. I'll come to you, Desi, as well. So for you, what stood out for you?
It was definitely sketch to image and the composer. I don't think I saw composer before, but I think it's new. So composer and then the sketch to image, because I'm somebody who opens my email just like my social media pages a lot because of negotiations and stuff. So that and sketch to image. Actually, sketch to image blew my mind. I know I've seen it somewhere else before, but having it on my Samsung device now is going to be something I would really like to explore and experiment more.
It's interesting that you mentioned composer, because I had an intern one time, and when he joined, he's actually in the audience right now, and he was supposed to send me an email. This was his first email. I wish I could read the email here. And if you see what he wrote, he obviously didn't know how to compose an email. This feature would have saved him a lot of embarrassment, because we really trolled him for a very long time in the office because of that. So thank you very much, Samsung, for Composer. All the interns can now send professional emails without sending, "Hi, boss, please, my laptop is not working. Can you replace it for me tomorrow?" Desi, what's your favorite feature?
So I like the circle to search for homework. I'm pissed because I wish this was announced when I was still in school. But now I'm done with school and it's been announced, but it's something that really caught my attention. Also, the live wallpaper. the fact that I can adapt to weather situations. So if you set an image and it's snowing, you can see the snow. If it's raining, you can see the rain. It's something that's quite interesting from what I've seen here.
Yeah, but in Ghana here,
Hey, Ghana,
it's snow.
Hamatan.
Hamatan, then your image will become white. Would that happen, Hassan? When the Hamatan comes, will I have the ope on my face? So we have to add share butter and things there. So what was your favorite? I mean, you've been playing with this stuff, but I still have to ask
I
you.
think my favorite has to do with the fact that you're able to record in the notes itself, and then also being able to track them via the recording. So once you move to maybe two minutes in the conversation, you're still able to track the transcribed voice note for you. So I think that's actually pretty cool, because usually you go for meetings, you record whatever is going on, and after you want to, transcribe, being able to convert into minutes and then share, it makes your life easier. So
It definitely will make your life easier. I've been asked to minute a meeting before, and yeah, it wasn't fun. Why do you people wait till, like Desi said, when we are out of the situation before you introduce the features? Now I want to be minuting meetings, just record, transcribe, summarize. So when we're done, instantly I'll send everybody, be like, wow, you were so fast. I'm like, yeah. I've got special skills. I listen to everyone, and it can actually recognize up to 10 voices. So if there are 10 people, right now there's 6 of us here, so it can recognize all of our voices. So if someone's here using a Samsung device that has a Samsung Notes installed, you can be recording what we are saying. When you are done, transcribe, summarize, post it on your blog, your social media. Everybody's going to think, wow, this guy is really fast. It was Galaxy AI that helped you. We catch you. You can't pay royalties. So, darlings, I'm coming back to you because I was really, really impressed with the health stuff, to be honest. And them announcing the Galaxy Watch 7 being able to detect sleep apnea. I know a lot of people have challenges with sleep. I'm one of them, and I'm sure a lot of people in this audience have challenges sleeping. And the watch, I know people would pinch your arm until people would take it off. How do you get the data? But now, for someone like you who works in AI, you mentioned all this data is being gathered. And beyond that, there's always a question of, will it work in Ghana? We say in Ghana, when a new feature is announced in the US or in Europe, we always contemplate whether it will work in Ghana. So for someone like you who works in the industry, some of these features, do you think they would actually work in Ghana?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's still human health. It's still, biological data being captured. It should work. I mean, so far as in the development stage, Samsung has a team here in Ghana, so I'm sure they've also factored in that, biological data comes in different forms, and some of this data, ethnicity plays a role in how you interpret it too as well. So why not? It's going to work. Yeah.
So do you think that doctors could now rely on some of these data to help advise, patients on their lifestyle choices?
That's a good question. So with things like that, it kind of goes beyond whether there's a device or the data is being collected. It's now the usage and adoption, right? So if doctors and also maybe patients play a role. So if you go to the hospital and then you tell them, hey, I think I might have some sleeping disorder, but I have this device and this app that tracks data. Can I share with you? And then you as a medical doctor come up with a conclusion based on it. So yeah, we should be doing more of those stuff, yes.
Delphi, will you be giving people the education to know what they can get out of these devices? Because most of the time that's what happens. People invest a lot of money in these devices. We saw the prices, quite hefty. You spend the money, you buy it, and then all you do is phone calls, WhatsApp, take a picture if you're lucky, Snapchat, then receive. Now we don't even send SMSs, we just get bank alerts and Momo alerts on. So when people get SMSs, their heart skips because it's either a bank alert or a Momo alert. So that's pretty much all people use. So what kind of content are you looking to create around some of these features, educate the users?
Generally trying to let them understand how the devices work. One, I realized that most of the people who reach out to me in DMs don't know the power of their devices. I wish it could have been shown, but I posted a picture, 3 of them, and one had a speck inside, something that I didn't want in the photo. And with my Galaxy device, I could easily erase it and then show them the output, which was something people didn't know your Samsung device could do. Again, kind courtesy of Galaxy AI. So the preaching there, myself and Desi, we preach mostly every time. But I think we need to do more to broadcast it wider for other people to see. And so, yeah, we'll definitely go ahead to preach. And again, something like the FlexCom feature with the auto framing thing from the Z Flip 6 like this is a very beautiful feature. I should have added that to one of my favorites, because when we go on TikTok or Instagram now, almost everybody is dancing now, right? Mm-hmm. And this is where you have like a group of 4 or 5 people who want to be in a single frame. All you need to do is just, in flex mode, place your flip down, and then auto framing just does its work, puts all 4 of you in the frame, and you're good to go. So yeah, definitely we are going to preach it, show most of these features out there on our pages, and hopefully it gets to a wider audience.
So we're going to see a Delpy Desi dance session very soon.
Not sure.
Oh, you'll do it today?
No, please, we beg.
Oh, I would have had the men in suits join you, you know. Or Hassan. The silence means concern. So take off the suit. That's, yeah.
Yeah, so for the cycle to section,
Right.
the homework, I feel like a lot of people will be interested in knowing this. So I'm going to center my content around these things. I think AI is something that people are really interested in. I've created content that has gone very viral based on AI, also on the Galaxy, and I feel like more people will be interested in knowing this. So in the coming days, you should see more video from me about this.
Right. Now, since the advent of AI, and I'm coming back to all 3 of you, one of the major concerns has been privacy, because for data to be processed, it has to be sent somewhere. People don't know where the data is being sent, and I heard a lot of on-device being said here. I'm sure a lot of people really don't know. Some know, some don't know that their data can be sent outside. Imagine that your health data is being collected by some app somewhere you don't know, and it's being sent to some server out there, and you don't know what is being done with it. But we heard a lot of on-device. So I want you to tell us what this means, so Darlington also explains how that impacts the user as well. So Hassan.
I think basically there are some features that are pre-installed on the device, so it doesn't need you to process it using the internet. So a typical example is like, as they mentioned, some of the languages you need to do with translation. So assuming I export a PDF onto my notes, and then I'm trying to translate it from maybe a French language to an English language, it's done on device. It may be a contract, you don't want it leaking out there. So it's safe to know that at least it's just doing the process on the device, and then it's not going anywhere. Whereas there are other applications that need the internet. So example like what Delpy said was the favorite sketch to image. After you draw, it's supposed to process it, use the image to just search on the internet, try and find something similar that matches what you have drawn, and then give you the image. And then that actually goes on the cloud. You understand? So it's a bit of on and then off device. So that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Michael, you want to add something?
Yeah, so there are lots of AI tools out there today. I mean, we could mention from ChatGPT to Claude AI to Cody, Gamma. They all do lots of, amazing stuff. But all these AI tools use or require internet connection, right? They have their mobile versions as well, but they require internet connection. On Galaxy AI, what we're saying is that our AI comes in 2 forms. There are some that do not require internet connection. Hassan mentioned one example, which is good. There is also the live translate, the one that translates your call when you're speaking to somebody. And there's even chat assist and note assist. All those ones are not processed anywhere outside the phone, And this is one advantage that you can only get with Samsung Galaxy AI. So if you're somebody who, of course, you have sensitive information, rest assured. And even when you are actually in control of what you want to actually even go out there, because when you go to settings, advanced features and all that, you can actually decide to turn on the on-cloud feature, or you can turn it off. When you turn it off, it means that even though probably we have 14 AI features or whatnot, if there's any AI tool you want to use that requires internet connection, it means that it will not work. So that's a way to prompt you that, okay, this one needs to go out there, but because you've turned it off, nothing is going to happen. So it puts you in control of everything.
So Darlington, I mean, this is all about privacy. And as someone who's been in the space, what can you tell us about this? What do people need to know when it comes to AI and privacy?
I mean, it's great that there's the option to choose between whether you want, cloud or essentially local or what you call edge. It's good because, yes, ideally, if you could do everything locally on your device would be best, but the sizes of some of these AI solutions are way too big to fit on your phone. So, for example, Gemini, at least there's no phone today that can fit the full-size Gemini. There's a smaller version. So, given that option definitely makes sense. There's pros and cons to both sides, right? So, on one hand, the privacy benefit is if there's any material that is pertaining to you, only you have access to it. No other entity might get access to it. But the reason why you might want to at least give access to trusted entities, right? So it needs to be, it's not that if you send something to the cloud, it's bad. If that was the case, essentially you wouldn't even log in into your account because Samsung account, Google account, all of that is in the cloud. It's making sure that it goes to trusted entities who do not pass it on to, third parties that might do what you don't want them to do. Because the benefits of that data going there, one hand is you get access to more AI solutions, right? But it's also that they can use that data to better improve the AI solution so that the next update you get is doing 5x, 10 times better and doing exactly what you want. So, but at the end of the day, each person should have the option of opting out. So it's good that you put that out there. As a matter of fact, the data protection laws of most countries require that, right? So if you look at GDPR in Europe and all of that, you give people the option to opt in and opt out. So that's a good option right there.
I like what you mentioned about it being able, the data that you're submitting is used to train AI to better improve it. Now, for a lot of people who are always, hey, I'm, protecting my data, what do you have on your device that you don't want us to see? But then at the end of the day, it helps them improve. It helps it get better. You realize how now your keyboard is able to predict certain things that you're typing because over time it learns from you. You've been asking it to learn from you. Take that usage data and improve. Imagine if you didn't tell it to do that. Then next thing you know, you type I am, then French is coming because it doesn't know that you're speaking English. Also, imagine I like the fact that live translate is working on device because I've traveled to a different country, I'm speaking to someone, and I'm using live translate, and my data finished. Then it's loading, and the person says, "Come on," and you're there, you're like, wait, it'll load, because of internet. And considering the country we are in right now, where some, ups and downs, you end up in a dark spot where the coverage is bad, then your internet is not really working. So, but you see, guys, nobody mentioned the buts. Why? People are not audiophiles. I'm surprised, Hassan.
I thought you are moderating.
Still, okay, it's my favorite. So my favorite is the buds. And I love music, I love sound. And I'm sure a lot of people in this audience know this and also do love sound. It's amazing that now the buds can actually detect certain sounds and choose what you should hear. Now this is very important to me because one time I was listening to a very good noise cancellation headphones and I was walking and there was a car honking constant behind me. I couldn't hear him because, music on full blast, noise cancellation, so I couldn't hear anything. And you know the jump you get when you turn and you see the car? Charlie, if the guy had vexed, he would have just knocked me from the road because I was very annoying at that point. So this is very interesting to get a feature like that in your buds, where your buds are in your ear, and when there's noise that you need to hear, it isolates that so you can hear it. I think it's a very impressive feature. When am I getting one? I had to drop that in there. Delphi, don't you want one?
Yes.
Is it two?
Three.
4. Yeah. So don't worry, audience. Just us for today. But speaking of the audience, I see Amayal smiling. Amayal, I'm going to ask them to give you a mic, so I'll ask you a few questions. And I'll ask some of my regular friends. I can see some friends here, people that I can recognize. Bella is there thinking I can't see her. So I'll ask you guys a few questions soon about what your personal features were, what you really like. So give it some thoughts. Think about it. Don't say anything anyone has said here. It's not our fault. Now, back to my guys over here. There was one feature that I didn't quite get the name, and we were talking about how, you know, the Samsung Health, the energy score, and it's able to tell you based on your itinerary, so your agenda for the day, if your energy score is low, it's able to tell you that, you know, you might want to skip this. I think that's really awesome because if it's tracking my health and it knows I didn't sleep well and I woke up feeling like rubbish basically and I have a gym appointment the next day, I don't have the energy, I'm probably going to stress myself even more. So it getting all that data and then being able to predict, that's really awesome. What's the name of that feature?
You know, I mean, just to add to it, and then we'll talk about the name. So, I mean, we've been behind Samsung Health for a very long time. We're always throwing out numbers and all these things, and to be honest, a lot of the time it doesn't make sense to anybody, you know, because it feels like the numbers are in isolation, you know. So yeah, it's really good that now everything can come together and actually make meaningful sense to you to actually pick something from it. Yeah. So I mean, it is really good, and now people can actually get more from their Samsung Health, you know, monitoring app.
So now you don't even have to now check your stress level and then go and check how many steps you've taken, go and check whether you slept well, and then check whether you've burnt enough calories or drank enough water. Put all together and it's able to tell you that, hey, and some you you didn't rest enough, go and sleep, or you have rested too much, go and work out. We'll summarize everything for you. And all this is with the power of Galaxy AI. So, Desi, how many AI features do you use in a day? Like, now I think every day we wake up and we go around, everybody's talking about AI. How many AI features do you use in a day? And it's going around.
So I usually write my script on my phone, and I write a bunch of things that don't necessarily make sense, and I use summarize to summarize everything into short form videos. So that's one I use every day. I also use generative AI for editing my pictures. So for the past, I'll say 6 months, I've been on the road for a while. I take pictures here and there. Let's say I take a picture of a beach and someone is standing there and I don't want that person in that picture. I use that one. I use the generative AI to erase everything. Which other one do I use? Okay, I've used the core one before, the translation. So my French teacher, forgive me, I didn't learn the French, but I have a friend who is fluent in French. And when it came out, I wanted to test it out with someone. So I had called a person, and we had a conversation that was quite good in terms of me speaking French or the AI translating to French for the person. So I've used that one too, and it's really good. Aside, I don't
On
really
a scale of 1 to 10, how good was it?
So per what the person said, the person gave it an 8 because
Wow, that's really good.
I don't speak French.
But that's actually very good.
Yes. So I think 3 so far on a day-to-day basis. Yeah.
Delpy.
Well, I don't do much of AI usage unless I really need it. But most of the time, what I do is this current wallpaper on my screen was generated by AI through the Samsung wallpaper AI, and then the editing of images where I take things I don't need out. Let's say I took a picture with Desi and he looks annoying in the image, I just clear him out. And other stuff related to, mostly generally around art and stuff. But I do generative AI stuff too as well, where I'm mostly asking questions to get answers, helping with script development. I'm not somebody who writes scripts, right? But sometimes you have people reaching out to you and they want you to give them a scripture before you actually make a video for them. Those people go and develop the script. Because I know I'll not go by that thing. I just need to give them something so that I understand what I'm going to develop or deliver, and then that's it. So basically, those are the things I use.
Hassan.
Myself, I think the most frequent app I use is actually Google Map. Most of us don't know that Google Map is actually AI powered. A few of us actually think it being able to track and give you the exact estimated time is actually working with a satellite. But it doesn't do that. It actually works with you and our devices. You understand? Real-time tracking, our location, and then using machine learning to pinpoint like the estimated times from maybe one distance to another. I use Google Map a lot because I'm usually moving from one place to another. I need to know the time and also give the time. Yeah, so I think Google Map is what I use actually a lot of. Yeah.
Michael.
So for me, generative edits, as has been mentioned already, to take out things not needed, photo that you can't take again because the moment has passed, and smart reply. So I think this feature was not mentioned or highlighted today, but there's a new feature on the Flip. You know, a lot of people use their Flip where they don't need to open or flip the device, basically. They use the cover screen. And for some years now, we have been limited to just short, responses. Maybe there's a question that has been asked, and then the AI will just look at the last, response or question that has been asked and give you a tailored reply. So probably a yes, no, maybe, such simple. But with the new Z Flip 6, the AI is able to look at your last 7 interactions with whoever and actually give you a lengthy response based on that. So for me, I think already I use Smart Reply a lot because most of the time you're doing something, you don't have time to type. So yes, no, But I think I'll be using the Smart Reply feature a lot now. Yeah.
Right. Now, Darlington, a lot of them have mentioned generative AI features as most of the AI that they all use. And so I'm coming to you because we have to talk about some of so we know the potential, basically, art. And we know that it's learning from other people's data. Are there certain issues that we should be concerned about? Like, for instance, I'm sure there are artists in the audience whose styles could be mimicked by these AIs, and we've seen such things happen over time, and generative music, and even video. So what are these copyright issues that we're going to be possibly facing with these things?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very tough discussion. It's a tough discussion because essentially when these copyright laws were created, no one was thinking about generative AI, right? So we created laws for a different world and we are now in a different world. Should we change the laws to match the world, or should we force the AI world to conform to the old laws? So that's, there's a lot of lawsuits flying here and there. It's highly debatable. My own view is that if you like music, right? You listen to a lot of music. I don't know if you've dabbled in any few, maybe so let's assume that you decide to become a lyricist, a rapper, right? What do? You go listen to the greats. You go listen to, maybe right now, you go listen to all the nice song Kendrick put out against Drake and stuff like that. And you appreciate the artistry over there, right? Then you go listen to the old music. That's how you pick up. Every great artist tells you about how they learn from the greats. If you're a writer, it's the same thing. So why is it that when it comes to AI systems, they are learning from, the greats. They are learning from the human greats who now create. So what is so wrong about that? I mean, artists and creative people might not want to hear this, but that's my stance. They are learning from us. They are not regurgitating your work. They are learning from it to create something new, right? And on the other hand, even with the law says that there's fair use. Fair use is when you can transform the original material. So if AI is creating music that just sounds exactly like Shatta Wale's song, then there's a problem, right? But if it's a fusion of Shatta Wale mixed with, Justin Bieber, mixed with...
I'd like to hear that.
Right? That's a whole new take on music. So that's my personal stance on it. But legally, it's a gray area, and it's still being figured out.
Right. So I see Bella's got a microphone now. So, hi, Bella. Good afternoon, Bella.
Hi.
I can see your S24 Ultra is matching your outfit. Hey.
Is it? Oh, no, it's not. It's not.
It's my eyes.
No, it's your eyes.
Please, guys, is it not?
It's not. Let me hide it.
Yeah, it is.
It is, eh? Lucky me.
Yeah, from here it is.
Lucky me.
Yeah. So what's your favorite device feature that was announced?
I'm a collector of rings, so I was actually excited about the ring. In fact, at this point, I'm thinking, is it too late for me to do my wedding again? Because they have the gold one, right?
Yeah, they have
Is it like gold or...
Titanium gold, isn't
Okay,
it?
it's not... Yeah, of course, why not? And I like that it can also predict whether you're tired, you need to rest. For me, that's a big deal, especially because of the kind of work I do. I'm almost always tired, and I don't know when to take a break. So if I have a device that's going to remind me to take it easy and take a break, why not? I definitely would go for that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And the watch?
Oh, and the watch as well.
So you want a ring and a watch?
I want everything.
Hey, Oliver Twist.
Everything that's up for offer. Why not?
Okay, so Yes, Bella said you wanted to talk and you're handing the mic over to somebody else. Yes. What's your favorite feature or device?
I think I will still go for the generative AI because I help Bella sometimes with especially her photos and stuff and all the time and her content. So like today I was showing her how she can go about with the generative AI using the picture and how she can take things from the background and all of that. And so I think it's exciting. And you were not showing me, Bella.
So now it's an argument about who the teacher and the student was. Wow.
She says all the time, but I mean, I often help her with that. So I think that is exciting because then if she's away and I'm necessarily not with her, she can be able to figure things out. So I think it's cool.
Bella, did you know that you can actually remove shadows and reflections as well?
I did, which is why I'm surprised he's telling me that he's been teaching me because I was the one that even taught him how to use that, that AI. But no, I didn't know. I'm just finding out.
I was about to give you the certificate of honor. Okay, so what was your favorite feature? I'm coming to you, so are you ready? You're ready for me? Okay, I'm out. What was your favorite device or feature? I know it's probably the fold.
Well, for me, my
I think your mic was going off for a second.
Hello? Yes, I'm saying that for me it's not a device per se, but more the Galaxy AI experience because I've missed out on it. I haven't had it yet. So getting to find out what it can do and now giving me ideas what I can try is exciting, yeah.
So what are you going to try?
I mean, a lot of things.
Give me one example. Maybe I'll steal your idea.
No, I mean, we create stuff, and so anything that helps us to enhance the content that we are putting out is something that is a plus. So, I mean, I would like to explore that.
Great. Mystic Mike, I see you're trying to hide, but I see you. Please pass them. After that, I'm coming to you, NLs.
Well, Samsung has always been innovative. They've always been productive. And so with the new release, new surprise they have for us, a better change of background, you could make old photos new, you could help with translation and transcribing work that we get from people and all that. So, and but one thing I'm saddled with is the money, is the price. You see, and I'm thinking, where on God's green earth I'm going to get that money to acquire these devices?
It's the exchange rates, don't worry, we'll arrest it. And else?
All right, Spiky. So when I saw everything there, I was excited. These are things that I always go about doing. I'm sure Michael can even confirm to that. One thing about Samsung is every time I check their social media page, they are always teaching us how to use these devices. You can just go and check it right now. And aside that, the language, the design language of the Z Fold 6, yes, this is amazing. I was waiting for this particular design, and finally I got it. So it means next month as possible I'll own one.
Eish.
And there is something that looks like we are all quiet about. That is the IP rating. I realize it also has dust now. Is it 448? So 48 IP. Yeah. So now we can either bat with it and also travel around the desert just a bit.
I mean, this is Ghana. There's dust pretty much everywhere. So when you get this device, you're guaranteed, there's a lot of concerns about the screen. Now, yeah, I like that you mentioned this because they talked about how they've improved the screen, the durability of the screen, which is something that back in the days when flip phones were a thing, every day people are talking about, oh, and my cord, And we're back full circle, circle to search, on these devices now with open and close. And you're telling us now we have waterproofing. I have tested it, so if you don't know, these things actually will survive underwater. And dust proof as well. Before it was just waterproof, but now it's dust proof. So I can go to the north with my fold during Harmattan.
I mean, even before this, yeah, you could still go, but you just needed to be a bit more
careful.
But now it's been made better. Of course, we're not saying open it up to these things. But yeah, just
Like Delpy. We'll push you to the limit.
yeah. But yeah, I mean now it's been made better, definitely.
Anybody else want to share what their favorite feature was? Jonathan. Yes.
My name is Jonathan. So actually, my favorite feature on the Galaxy Z Flip 6 has been they including the vapor chamber, because if I can remember, the previous Galaxy Z Flip 5 wasn't having a vapor chamber. So that should help the device from heating up most of the time. And I think, yeah, that has been my favorite feature so far.
Just
Thank
that?
you. Yeah.
So you're a Flip 6 guy?
For the Flip
Are
6
you
guy.
one of the
Actually, I was expecting to see Samsung add a 3x telephoto lens on the Flip 6 instead of the ultra-wide lens, because with the telephoto lens, you do get to focus more on the subject. But anyways, maybe they might give us that on the Flip 7 or maybe another version of the Flip device. Thank you very much.
I can see Michael taking mental notes because I won't lie. One thing I've noticed is that Samsung usually takes feedback from the audience and works on their devices. So previous device iterations are always an improvement, and it's always what people are asking for. And so we're definitely guaranteed you're going to be getting your 3X.
All right.
If they don't give it to you, take my word for it.
All right.
You know what they say on social media?
Thank you.
Source, trust me, bro. So does anyone have a question? Okay, someone wants to talk. When we're done, we'll take questions about the devices. If you have any question about the device, maybe you didn't understand some of the technical jargon, you have Michael and Hassan, Delpy and Desi. And if you want to know a little bit more about AI, you have Darlington, AI expert over here.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
All right. So for me, I think it's a device, and the device I go for is the Galaxy Watch and the Galaxy Buds.
Okay.
Because I'm a creator, and I love to travel. I love to meet new people, learn new culture, and it's not all languages that I understand. So once they are able to do that for me, I think it's a plus, and I thank Samsung so much for that.
Great. So he'd like to have his buds in so that he can hear the languages. So anyone have any questions for any tech jargon you didn't understand, something you want us to talk more about, or if you have questions for Darlington? And then yes, those who will buy it. Giovanni up in the back, I can see him nodding. He's writing his check already. They're buying for 5 people. So 5 lucky people here. Giovanni is going to buy, which one? The other one. There's 2 devices on the table. Which one? Flip, fold, the flip. Are you sure it's flip 6 or it's flip 1? You got it. So 5 lucky people. Giovanni, what do they have to do to get it? Giovanni wants to tell you what.
Okay, so a lot has been said here today. A lot has been said here today. So I need 5 people who I'll get the device for. All you have to do is summarize all you've heard in sign language backwards. All right? That should be easy, and with that, I give it to you.
Wow.
All you've heard.
Unfortunately, this one, Live Translate can't help you.
I will know. I will know.
Anyone here to take Giovanni on his offer, summarize everything, and sign it back to him? Cookie, you took the mic. I thought you were going to sign.
No, I'm ready for you to finish so we can wrap up, Paddy.
Okay.
Yes.
So, without much ado, I think nobody has any questions. It means that my experts here have done a very good job, a yeoman's job actually, in explaining everything. Thank you very much, Darlington. Thank you, Double D, Desi, and Delpy. And thank you, Michael and Hassan, for explaining and showing us the devices. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
I can take it?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
sure. And yes, thank you so much to my audience as well. And you watching us online at home. Cookie is standing by with her device.
Oh, no, not with the new one.
Oh,
This is still the old one. This is the 5. So for those of you in here who would want to do your purchases, please be reminded that pre-order is starting from the 15th of this month, July, till the 5th of August. 15th of July till the 5th of August. So please make sure that you get your monies ready. And you know what you get when you pre-order with us, right? You get the extra cases and all the other goodies that come with it. So please bear that in mind. You saw the prices already. 10, let's just say 1100 for the flip, and then 1900 USD for the fold. Do the conversion, 17 or 16, depending on where you're from in Ghana. Yeah, depending on where you're from. So that's the special announcement that we have for you. Please, a round of applause for all our tech guys up here. Thank you so very much to all of you. And I'm sure in the next, Darlington, now, where are you going? I know, right? I know. So I'm sure in the next few months, we'll be gathered here again to unpack another awesome device from Samsung. Thank you so much for being a part today. Amayal, I see you. I see everybody here. Thank you so much for being a part of this special occasion, Galaxy Unpacked for July 2024. God bless all of us.
Yo, can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Can I kick it?
¿Qué?
Can I play?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Can I try?
당연하지. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Now, I think we've got the actor Sydney Sweeney in the audience today. Hey, Sydney, are you there?